Okay, I feel like I'm filming How I Met Your Mother. You know how they're like on the couch? I sound a little bit sick. I'm not sick, I just have really bad allergies. But hi, hello. I haven't filmed in quite a while because we've been moving and a lot of stuff has been going on. I don't want it to sound like super dramatic and like sad because some of the stuff is like super exciting. It's just like stressful because obviously change is stressful. You want to sit up here with me? And what are you doing? No? Okay. It's just been a big season of change in my family. My parents, like my dad, am I allowed to like announce any of this stuff? Most of the change has been good, and I think that sometimes, okay, we're just gonna jump right into like me talking about serious stuff. So if you're new to my channel, this is not a good first video to watch, but I haven't posted in a little while. It hasn't been that long, but it just feels like a long time because I am used to posting like 3 to 5 times a week on my YouTube channel, or at least like bare minimum once a week. And it's been a couple of weeks since I've posted, and before that it had been like sporadic posts. So yeah, you know that me and Audrey went to Portland for a couple of months because Audrey was just like ready to get out of our hometown. We have kind of gone back and forth from our hometown to like other places, and we don't hate our hometown at all. It's just we lived there for 18 years, so it's like there's nothing new for us to see really, and we like to travel. So we had been traveling a little bit. I've lived in Brooklyn, in Manhattan, in Portland, and then I lived in Oklahoma, and now I live in Texas. So it's kind of been all over the map, but if you watch Audrey's channel, or if you've been watching my channel for a really long time, then you know that my little sister Audrey, the person that I've been traveling around with and am roommates with, she has pretty severe mental health issues. No, okay, that's not true. Not pretty severe because, well, it's hard to like rank. It's not like you have the flu versus you have cancer, you know what I mean? Like whereas a physical illness, you can like regulate differently because there are different like effects to them. Whereas with mental illness, we know so little about it. Like obviously I know so little about it, but even doctors and like scientists, like people just don't know a lot about the human brain because you can't test on it and like explore it until someone's dead, and then by that point the chemical makeup of your brain is like completely different when it's no longer a living organ as opposed to when you're alive. So anyways, yeah, it's hard to kind of say like, oh, is it a severe mental illness? Well, she doesn't have like schizophrenia or anything like that, but she also has been diagnosed with several different things, and diagnoses are weird in psychology because they technically don't really matter, because if you are going to a good psychologist, you're getting treated for different symptoms that you have, not like an overall, oh, this is my diagnosis and treat me for this. Because even if like you have bipolar cases are different in so many different people, so you can't just treat everyone the same that has bipolar. Whereas when you have the flu, you give everyone like the same medicine, or if you have a runny nose, you give everyone the same medicine, you know what I mean? So that's where it gets really complicated, and I don't have like a clear answer for you, and I can't tell you a lot about that stuff because we're still trying to figure it out. My heart goes out to all of those people who are dealing with like mental illness issues. I had really bad like physical issues when I was growing up with my joints, and I had really bad stomach issues, and the doctors still to this day, it started in 2nd grade, and I still to this day have no like diagnosis of like what it actually is and what's wrong with me. They think it's some sort of like an autoimmune disease where my body's just like attacking myself or itself, but I have no label for it, and that's hard because the public wants like a label, and they want to know like, oh, this is what you have for it to be valid, or for it to be like sympathy worthy, I guess. So it's hard, like even more so in mental illness, because I can show you, yeah, my freaking knees are swollen as crap and they're bright red, and if you touch them, they're literally on fire, where the rest of my leg is cold still, you know what I mean? So I can still show people some signs of like, I'm not lying, Whereas with mental illnesses, you can't really show people. And mental illness, you can't show you like, hey, look at my chemicals in my brain. Like no one can see that. Or look at my brain swelling. No one can, in the public, can see what's going on. So yeah, it's been like really hard dealing with that. And it's also really hard like keeping people up to date on that kind of stuff, because I don't want to share too much of Audrey's story because it is her story, but it affects my life like so much because we do live together and she's my sister, so I can't, like, I'm emotionally, physically, financially, like all of the above invested in Audrey's story as well. It's also dealing with people in my like personal life that kind of know what's going on, but then they're getting like mixed signals from like social media and what I'm saying, and I don't have time to call up every single person I know and like fill them in on every little detail. So then people start getting their feelings hurt, and I haven't really explained much of anything to really anyone because I don't know what to say, and Audrey doesn't know what to say, and we're still trying to figure it out. We went to a psychiatrist here in the town that we just moved to and got some good feedback on that. So we're on the right path. We're just like not quite there yet. I'll fill you guys in more on all of that in the future. It may take months, but eventually like we'll have some answers for everyone. Thank you guys for always like reaching out to, messaging me, commenting, saying that you're praying for Audrey or thinking about Audrey, or you are sad about Audrey's situation, or that it's brought comfort to you because you're dealing with a mental illness. So yeah, the internet's a great thing. Now on to where we're living now. We are in, should I say where we live? Like I don't ever know.
I've just been tagging Texas as my location.
That's what I have been doing too. Okay, so we're living right now in a suburb of Dallas, which is obviously in Texas, which is only like 3 hours away from my hometown, which is great because we've been able to go back and forth throughout this whole process of figuring things out. My parents are obviously like downsizing, they're moving, a lot of things are changing in their life. They're not getting a divorce, by the way. I obviously started selling senegence a couple of months ago, and I've really been kind of investing a lot of my time with that, growing that business. So I've been really enjoying it, and God has given me a lot of like fruit for my labor through with that, and I've really appreciated it. So I'm in my new apartment in Texas right now. We love it. We love the area. We love Texas. I never ever thought I'd be a Texan, but here I am. And I'm really enjoying it. Like honestly, I love it. There's so much to do in this area and it's just been really fun. So I think that's the update. There's a gym in our apartment complex and we love it. There's also a pool. It's not quite warm enough yet, but it's been getting close to 80 degrees here, so that's exciting. Audrey's like, does Texas like not have spring? There are a lot of thrift stores here that we like. We went to Kroger's the other day to grocery shop, loved that. I also like look like Pippi Longstocking today. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything else really to talk about. I'll leave the links below to my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that kind of stuff, and also my bedhead beauty links will be below as well. I have an email down there in the description box too that you can always email me, ask me questions about anything and everything, as well as just like message me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. I'm excited to film a lot of videos here. I'm gonna do an apartment tour soon. I say soon, like within a few months, because we still have some furniture and decorating to do. I have a lot of fashion video ideas and makeup video ideas and vegan, health, ethical video ideas as well. So look for better content in the future on my channel. Stay tuned for all of that, and I will see you all later. Bye!